So guys, and welcome. Today I want to speak about finding inner peace in chaos. Okay, I believe that in our darkest moments we realize a lot of things, and I believe that it's so important to make a deeper relationship with this chaos. Okay, so realize that things may happen and they may seem negative, but what I'm realizing is the fact that the positive and the negative are two sides of the same coin. Okay, so realize that you have to make a deeper relationship with your inner state of consciousness. You have to let go of what is no longer serving you. And really, you have to embrace and love yourself unconditionally. So, chaos happens, okay? Hell happens. And it is maybe the way in which the human being actually evolves, maybe through suffering. Okay, so realize that your suffering is not happening against you. Okay, your suffering is not happening against you. It is an opportunity for growth and expansion. And you have to realize that in your darkest moments, you actually become stronger, you become illuminated. Okay, now I've been through hell myself, and I know what it's like to suffer. I know what it's like to be in pain. I know what it's like to be in emotional resistance. But what I'm realizing is the fact that whenever we accept a negative circumstance, we have the power to actually transform it into something positive. Okay? So yes, your natural state is a pure positive feeling, but sometimes you get disconnected. Okay, sometimes you go in a lower vibration. Sometimes you are finding yourself in emotional resistance. Sometimes you are finding yourself in thought patterns that are no longer serving you. And really, the secret is letting go. Okay, letting go. Let go of what is no longer serving you. And if you feel like you cannot let go, realize that it's all an opportunity for growth and expansion. Realize that you need to accept also a negative feeling. Okay, so your negative feelings are your teachers, and whatever is triggering you also points to your freedom. Okay, so realize that there is purpose in pain, there is purpose in disaster, and there is order in chaos. Someone said that in order there is great, in chaos there is great order. Okay, so realize that your pain is not happening against you. It is more likely a teacher. And whenever pain stops teaching you, it will actually disappear. Okay, so realize that yes, pain is a teacher. It is not happening against you. It is more likely an opportunity for you to ground yourself, to find balance, to unleash your creative powers, to be in alignment. Okay, so the alchemist doesn't run away from his negative emotions. He realizes that it's all happening with higher purpose. He realizes that it's all happening for him. Okay, and if you want to become stronger emotionally, mentally, and even physically, you also need to learn to dance with your negative feelings. Because again, they are teachers. Okay, they are teachers. They are showing you things about your belief systems. They are showing you things about your state of consciousness. Okay, they are showing you things about your emotional field and what you need to improve. Okay, so realize that pain is not happening against you. It is more likely a gift from the universe. And really, you have the power to go beyond it the moment that you actually accept it. Okay, so realize that it's all about the process of you evolving. It's all about the process of you really getting to know yourself in the process. Okay, the moment that you know yourself is the moment that you actually know the universe. So my suggestion is go as much as possible within yourself. Don't be dependent on outer circumstances. Realize that yes, the secret is within yourself. And you have to realize that it will actually be okay in the end. you will actually get to feel good again in the end. Okay, you will get to really be stronger, more connected, more powerful than you were, and you get to extract the gift of this pain, which is love. Okay, so I believe that love is actually all that there is, everything else is an illusion. So even your pain and suffering is still a reflection of love, because the universe makes no mistakes. The universe always gives you what you need in order for you to actually evolve. Okay, so each moment is an opportunity for growth and expansion. Each moment gives you the power to get to know yourself. And really, when you change your inner world, you also change the outer world. Okay, because as within, so without. So if you accept your pain, if you are going through hell but keep going, you are realizing that it is actually an opportunity for you to become stronger. It is an opportunity for you to become your best version. Okay, so you don't have to run away from pain, you don't have to run away from suffering. You have to acknowledge it as something positive, maybe, because I believe that there is a gift also in a negative experience, you know? So it's not always about being fakely positive. It's more likely about learning to accept even your shadows and your imperfections, okay? So realize that you don't have to expect yourself to be perfect. You have to love yourself and you need to trust the process. I realized in my own journey that even if I went through hell, I kept trusting the process. Okay, I realized that I followed my intuition, and my intuition was telling me that in the end it will actually get to be okay. Okay, in the end it will get to be in alignment again. Okay, and when you accept your pain, you also realize that it's not always about chasing pleasure, maybe. It's not always about trying to impress other people. It's about learning to ground yourself. Okay, it's about learning to really be responsible for what you think, what you feel, and what you do. Okay, so ground yourself. Realize that you have to go more into nature, maybe. You have to take responsibility. You have to increase your emotional field. You have to take care of your own mind and of your own thoughts, you know. So there are tools that you can use in order to integrate pain. You don't have to run away from pain, you have to integrate it. Okay, so yes, follow your intuition, because your intuition speaks to you. And when it feels like it is too much, just go through it. Okay, because the universe never gives you more than you can actually handle. So the universe never gives you more than you can actually handle. It always gives you the experiences necessary for your soul's evolution. And planet Earth is not an easy planet to be into. Trust me, we are going through rough times here. We are going through rough times, but the roughest warriors choose the roughest battles, you know. So realize that pain is a teacher. Pain is teaching you something about, even about your karma, maybe. Pain is teaching you something about your ways of expressing yourself, your belief systems, your states of consciousness. But you have to let go of what is no longer serving you. And you have to really get to make the best out of the worst, you know. So yes, pain is not the enemy, okay? And you have the power to find peace in chaos. But you have to go within yourself. You have to question yourself and you have to question life. Okay, instead of asking why is this happening to me, ask yourself, what is this trying to actually teach me? And really, it's an opportunity for growth and expansion. This is what I'm realizing in my own journey. Pain is not the enemy. What is the enemy is running away from it. Okay, not embracing it, not alchemizing it, and living too much in a lower vibration. But when you let go, when you surrender to your heart space, you realize that you have the power to transform your energy. You realize that you have the power to increase what is happening within yourself. You have the power to create the life that you want to experience, but at the same time, you also need to have patience. You need to trust the process. You need to find little ways to step into vibrational alignment with who you really are. And this is not necessarily an easy thing to do, because when we are being disconnected, it's like we find it hard to connect again. But the more that we take responsibility, the more that we accept ourselves, the more that we follow our intuition, is the more that we actually find vibrational alignment with source and with who we really are. Okay? So realize that in your darkest moments, you realize a lot of things. In your darkest moments, you realize that maybe it is all happening with a higher purpose. Okay, maybe it is all happening because you need to learn something about life, something about yourself, something from even from negative experiences. Okay, so it's happening with the higher purpose. Love it, embrace it, be it, do it, and see what happens. Okay, trust the process and see what happens. Thanks so much for watching, and like always, see you on what is coming up next. If you're new to my YouTube channel, feel free to subscribe, leave a comment. I'm trying to do these videos daily because I'm realizing that it's an opportunity for me to evolve my consciousness. It's an opportunity for me to make the world become a better place. And I want to say thank you for being here with me on this journey. It's not easy for me either. You know, sometimes I feel low, sometimes I feel depressed, sometimes I go into negative states of consciousness. But what I'm realizing is the fact that I'm an eternal student of the universe, and I'm learning each day and from each experience. Thanks so much for watching, and like always, see you on what is coming up next. If you're new here, feel free to subscribe, leave a comment, you're appreciated for that, and see you